fibrous capsule right here. Layer of dense, irregular connective tissue protecting the kidney from trauma and infection.
You can ask us what type 2.
Good. Here's the renal artery. It's the renal vein. Okay. In this frontal section of the kidney, we've got the outer renal cortex, and then the inner renal medulla. Okay. Extensions of the cortex, called renal columns, project toward the sinus and divide the medulla into about 6 to 10 of these renal pyramids. So this space right there, underneath all that, those structures, out of the renal sinus. Okay, the tip of each renal pyramid is nestled in a little cup called a minor calyx that collects its urine. 2 or 3 minor calyces come together to form a major calyx. 2 or 3 major calyces come together to form the renal pelvis, and then that's the ureter, which drains the urine down to the bottom. Here I've got the renal cortex, here I have the renal medulla, so this is a renal pyramid. All those white spheres are renal corpuscles, which are the first part of the nephron. And the renal corpuscle consists of our revolved capillaries, the glomerulus, enclosed in a 2-layered glomerular capsule. After the renal corpuscle comes the proximal convoluted tubule, and then the nephron loop, and then the distal convoluted tubule, and then the collecting duct. Okay. These are the cortical radiate arteries, and then arising from them are the afferent arterioles, which supply blood to the glomerulus. Okay, blood leaves the glomerulus by way of an efferent arteriole. Here, the efferent arteriole descends into the renal medulla, gives rise to these vessels, the vasa recta. Whereas up here, the efferent arteriole gives rise to these vessels known as peritubular capillaries.
What's the glomerulus?
Glomerulus is our ball of capillaries.
Which one is it again? I'm sorry.
Ball of capillaries.
Above the
No, Bowman's capsule surrounds the glomerulus.
Okay.
Here's a close-up of the renal corpuscle. And our ball of capillaries, the glomerulus. 2-layered glomerular capsule. The outer layer is a simple squamous epithelium. The inner layer consists of these cells called podocytes wrapped around the capillaries. The space in between the parietal and visceral layers is the capsular space. Okay, so these are the podocytes wrapped around the capillaries. You can see the nuclei. The red squiggly lines are the foot processes of the podocytes. Here's the afferent arteriole. Here's the efferent arteriole. And that's the beginning of the proximal convoluted tubule. The space right there is the capsular space.
And the dots, you said they were the blue
The
dots?
nuclei of the podocytes.
Okay, nuclei.
Nuclear. So are the podocytes the actual loops themselves?
Podocytes are the actual cells. Those red squiggly lines are the foot processes.
So the foot process are the podocytes.
It's part of the podocyte.
Okay. So how would you ask us the podocytes?